Today we are cosplaying Link. I usually skip this part, but I decided to show it anyway, putting on my concealer here, and then my foundation on top of that. My go-to contour palette, which broke out of nowhere. Starting off with the contour, as always, I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen these edges. I'm not gonna do too much to my shin area. I'm just accentuating my own features. Link does have quite a round face. I find that contouring your nose with a small brush really makes a big difference. I was using a slightly bigger brush, which you'll see that I'll still use it to blend it in the end. But a smaller brush will let you be able to define it more smoothly. Just a little on the shin area. Now for the eyeshadow, my base color is always beige. As you can see, I ran out. This has been my favorite highlighter so far, and it's discontinued, so if you have any recommendation, comment down below. I'm using highlighter to shine the inner corner of my eyes. I just find that it makes your eyes stand out. I also added some on my shin area and on the top of my lip, right on top of the cupid's bow, and on my cheekbones as well. I'm using this peachy color as a guide just because I feel safer with it, but then on top of it I'm gonna put a darker brown color, but not too dark. I'm not going for a smoky look, I just want to accentuate my eyes. A technique I always use to make my eyes look bigger is putting eyeshadow on the bottom eyelid. I'm being extra careful on how I put that darker brown because again, I don't want a smoky look, I just want more depth on my eye makeup. I use dark brown eyeshadow as an eyeliner, but I am going to put eyeliner on top of it as well. This eye makeup is going to be a little bit more extra than usual. Link has a very interesting eye shape, and I want to play around with that, and I go in with the eyeshadow first, just to be safer with the shape that I want to achieve, and then on top of that I go with the eyeliner. I apologize in advance, this part was really messy, the lighting was pretty bad, and I was struggling to do my makeup because I don't currently have a mirror small enough to place in front of me. So I learned, and that's what matters, I learned from this video, and now I learned to create a better setup. I'm gonna be using more dark brown eyeshadow to make the eyes stand out, and going in with some pink for that very same reason. Adding more highlighter on the inner corners of my eyes because you can never have too much. Instead of completing the eyeline with the eyeliner, I'm using the dark brown eyeshadow. I find that I use blush in all my cosplays. It does vary by character, but for Link I wanted to add more color. For the lips, I'm using the same dark brown eyeshadow for the inner corners of the lips. Always make sure you use chapstick before this and spread it with your fingers to make it not look too deep. I'm gonna give the rest of the lips some color with the peach eyeshadow. I wanted to elongate the lips, this is why I did line on the corners. Now Link has some really bushy eyebrows and they also are framed upwards. My style of makeup tends to be more natural. I want to create a character that will come to life. Therefore, I don't go too extra with the eyebrows. I sometimes do, not gonna lie. But for him, I did do my best to imitate them as best as I could, but also without making them look too cartoony, if you know what I mean. Cleaning up the corners to make them stand out, and I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow to deepen the look. Some last minute highlighter touch-ups. I tend to do this a lot. Can't believe I forgot to put powder on. And we are done. Now for the finished look,